games, they're all going to have an opportunity to play, and I love that, again, because it keeps everybody engaged. And that's one of the worst things I always thought when a guy, when you said, hey, you're not going to play, it's just keeping them engaged is always a challenge. And but when a guy knows he's going to have a chance to play and you don't know when it is, it keeps him much more in tune week in and week out from a prep standpoint. And so I think from that standpoint, it's good. Excited to see all those guys get opportunities, and then we'll see how the season goes and play it out from there.
Yeah, but what were the biggest questions you had of Jordan and Niles going into camp, and what's your evaluation now?
Well, the biggest thing was just where were they going to be physically, and what was their confidence going to be like, and all that type of stuff. Just were they ready to go cut it loose, because they hadn't played football since last, early January. But they've done good. Niles has been excellent. Niles has been really good. He's a fourth-year guy. He looks that way. I mean, he just carries himself that way, and he's played some good football for us. And his knowledge, his understanding of, just block recognition, protection recognition, the little things that just comes with experience and knowledge. He's really done a good job, and he applies that. Jordan has done a nice job. Jordan is he might be the most talented guy, but right now he's not the best player yet. And hopefully but he's going to be a sophomore. He didn't get to play as a freshman, and then last year showed some things and got a little bit of experience, but he's still a work in progress. He's still figuring it out. I think he's set up to have an excellent year. I think he's going to get better and better. He just needs to play. He needs some experience. He just needs to. There's a lot of things consistency-wise and just technique, fundamental-wise, that he's still got to grow into. But tool-wise and ability-wise, he's got it all. But he's still a work in progress. And again, he's a guy that's going into his second season to play. So I think he's going to make some big strides, throughout the season. So we've created some depth there, which is good. That was one of our biggest things coming into it, was could we create some functional depth? We're talented, but making that talent functional was a big challenge for us. And I think we've been able to do that. I feel great. I think Tyler Davis he's as good as we got. I mean, he is really advanced and a guy that has really earned our trust in any situation. Darnell Jeffries, Xavier Kelly, those guys have really made some very good strides for us. So I'm very encouraged by the first 4 or 5 guys that we got, and I think the depth is, reps may not be even, but the depth has become good. And same thing at end. We've got 5 guys that have become functional for us. I think that position, probably more than any position, is going to continue to play out on game day. And we'll kind of see, sometimes that's just what it takes. You get the games, and some guys separate a little bit. Some guys stay the same. Some guys get a little worse. It's always an interesting dynamic to watch. But we've got good competition. We've got good enthusiasm. We've created the functional depth. Now we just got to go play and get everybody healthy, get everybody fresh, get the game plan down, and go play. And then we'll kind of see where we are, what we got to do to move forward.
With Maury's injury and Hunter's loss to the NFL, who are you guys looking at right now with punt return and the other return options?
Yeah, so I think we've settled in on a nice little group there at punt return of guys that we trust. First of all, you got to be a decision maker. And so we got a good little group. Obviously, Amari's still working there every day. He's catching balls every day, so we'll get him back whenever. But DK's a natural. DK, Will, we've worked spec some there. Dustin Ross has done a nice job back there. Will Brown. So we got a little group of guys that have earned our trust that we feel like can go out there and execute. And we'll continue to work those guys. And if we started today, DK would run out there first, and we'll go from there.
How about kickoff? Would it be Powell and some?
Ngata is a guy that's in the mix back there. Powell, Lynn J, DK, so same thing, kind of some of those same names. We got a good little group, but probably the one new guy would probably be Ngata.
What's the tightest position battle you have heading into Georgia Tech?
Tightest position battle? Probably definitely on the defensive side. We've got a few battles over there. I think that D line's going to be a battle for weeks. I think we got a lot of competition there, and that's, like I said, we got some of that's just got it. Now you got to go to the games, and it may be that way, strength in numbers all year. And I really, to be quite honest with you, I'll be surprised if it's not. Now you might have, Dan Brooks, for example. I never knew who he was going to start. Y'all remember when Dan Brooks had a little group of about 5 guys, and I never knew who was going to run out there first, literally, until after stretch, because he would take it that far, because he would hold them accountable and everything counted. Y'all remember when we had Grady and DJ and Carlos and Deshaun and Brandon Thompson, Josh, we had all those guys and they all were good. But he just did such a good job. And I think, to be honest with you, we're probably going to have a lot of that in that D-line this year across the board. That it's going to be really a week-to-week competition. How you practicing, how you meeting, how you living off the field, how you doing in school, how you doing in pregame meal, how'd you flex, how'd you walk from the locker room to the bus, I think we're going to have a lot of that with that group. And I don't think that's a bad thing. That's not an indication that we don't have, good players. It's just that right now we've got a bunch of unproven guys that have a lot to go prove. And so that's good. I think we got a good hunger. The good news is they're talented, and they want to. So I think it'll be fun, and be fun to kind of watch it all play out as we go through the course of the season. But it is what it is. We got a talented group of young, and then I think at linebacker, we're gonna have some battles at linebacker.